From sun signs to retrogrades, we take you into the world of astrology and shed light on what the stars have in store for you. This is Stargazing.
We all know some signs are more romantically compatible than others, but what about for every other facet of life? We're talking relationships and compatibility across the board, whether that means coworkers, friends, lovers, or even pets. We're going to help break down which signs go well together and which might be better off apart.
Did you know there are 12 houses in the Zodiac? Each one governs a different aspect of our lives. The 11th house is the house of communication and compatibility. Ruled by Aquarius, it affects how we fit in and react to different social structures. It also influences our close relationships, which is why it's known as the house of friendships.
An intention candle is a way of taking this concept, this idea that's only in your mind, and bringing it out into the physical world. So we have purple candles to celebrate Jupiter.
Jupiter also has to do with good fortune.
We're gonna carve this ancient symbol, the Eye of Horus. It represents looking upon you favorably. And then beneath it, I like to layer in a solar intention because the sun is about being seen. Step 2.
Yay.
We're gonna anoint this candle with this Jupiter oil.
It invokes that good, positive, abundant energy.
Let's make it a little bit more vibrant. We use this gold glitter that we can afford to be symbolic of all of the riches that we may not quite have yet. If we want to add another layer, we can add another planet to the process. Mercury is for communication.
Yes.
You can burn a little bit and enjoy the spicy and somewhat complementary aroma. Yeah. Whenever you're making a candle spell, you're making a stack of associations. So this stack includes Jupiter, Mercury, the Sun, and Horus.
These celebrities are compatible on screen and in the stars.
I'm Jessica Lanyadoo, an astrologer and psychic medium. My readings are practical, accurate, and help people help themselves. Welcome to your reading.
Thank you.
Is it your first reading?
Yes. Not really sure what to expect. A little nervous to be talking to someone that already knows more about myself than I probably do, but I'm curious to see what happens.
Is there anything that you want to ask me about or have me look at, or anything you want me to not talk about?
I'm open completely to this, especially like with my history, specifically my addiction.
Are you sober?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How long you got?
A little over 3 years now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have to ask, do you date girls or boys or both?
I'm open to both, but I've been engaged to a guy for 5 years now.
When you were coming out, is that when you started partying?
I didn't know necessarily that I was going to be with men until I met him.
Okay. About 10 years ago.
Yes, but that is when
When the substance stuff happened.
like got real heavy.
Boy, girl, gay, straight, whatever. For you, letting someone in means letting them see who you actually are. And you got real good at curating yourself for others. And you need somebody who like actually sees you and gets you and chooses you. And you feel uncomfortable when people see you and choose you. And so the fact that you've let him in is amazing. And my guess is that it's hard for you to have other people who could really know you. And are you doing program?
My own version of the program, so like meetings and stuff were a part of it. Now it's more about just like staying open and talking to my like support networks and stuff like that.
Okay. The thing I like about it for you is the social component.
Definitely.
Being in a room full of addicts is great for you, actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it will probably be wise for you over the course of life to return to program, do that deep sharing, connect with other people who have this core thing that you have.
I'm the kind of person that only opens up certain layers so the other people that have that same layer open.
Yes.
And so not being around people in recovery all the time, I tend to keep that. I'm open to talk about it, no problems, but as far as connecting goes. That makes sense.
I mean, you'll talk about anything with anyone. You have this Pluto conjunction to the ascendant, and what it indicates is that you've got these like 4 things you'll share with people, and they're like deep, and people are like, holy, I know this person, but they're the same 4 things. They're like your things.
Yeah.
And you'll talk about taboo things, and so people are like, oh, he's an open book, I know everything about him. But the truth is, you're very slow to open up. On the one hand, you trust completely immediately, and on the other hand, you trust no one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. So one of the things that I think is going on for you now and has been really up for you in 2018 is you're at a whole new place with sobriety, which is to say it's not about like, oh my God, I'm sober. Now it's about like, oh, this is who I am.
Yeah.
This is who I'm going to be. And what I think that you've found is that when you choose to be honest, when you choose to be vulnerable, you're fine. You're just good.
I get in bouts where I have the worst self-esteem.
Yeah.
And it seems to be when things are going really well.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of like crap on myself.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I do that. It's been like that since I was young.
Yeah. When things start to really work for you, then you start to be like, oh my God, I'm going to fall for grace. Oh, I'm going to lose track of myself, or I'm going to be punished for it, or I can't keep it up, or you got terrible imposter syndrome. When you really go there, what happens is you start to obsess. So if you can continue to breathe instead of abandon the thoughts and feelings, they pass. They will always pass. Be patient with yourself. Okay? And there's your reading, my dear.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
I'm very relaxed now. She spoke to a piece of me that I don't know much about myself, or I guess I do, but you need to kind of hear it from someone that almost like knows you. Have someone be that specific with me on things I don't really talk about was reassuring, I guess, in a way. It relaxed me today.
Janet P. wrote in to ask, I'm a Taurus and I'm having a really hard time with forgiveness. What do you suggest? Well, Taurus is not the most flexible sign in the zodiac. In fact, you can be downright stubborn. The thing to remember is this. Forgiveness is not letting the other person off the hook. It's taking the hook out of your own heart. Forgiveness is an act of self-healing that will set you free.
So there you have it. Maybe you're a dog person, and maybe you're a little better off with a goldfish. The point is, everyone has their strength. Hopefully today, we've helped shed light on where you shine.